Hey there, fellas. Alright, so today, I'm hoping that this one's gonna be pretty interesting. To be completely honest, I've never tried anything like this before. Even the thought never occurred to me. Anyway, so we received a certain suggestion from one of our subscribers. It might have been a few people, actually. I'm guessing that someone maybe read it somewhere, and it just got repeated a few times after that. So here's the plan. We take a glass cutter and install it where the windshield wiper goes. Then we flip it on and watch it cut into the glass. So here's why I want to give this a try. Not too long ago, I was driving on the highway. As per usual, there were a bunch of trucks on the road. A few of them were carrying a heavy load. Others, perhaps, got onto the highway after driving on a gravel road. So the point is that a pretty big stone came flying right at my windshield. Which means I'm going to have to replace the screen on my car. Let me just give you guys a closer look at the aftermath. It took a pretty big hit. Check this out. That was actually one huge stone. It's a good thing that I didn't have a passenger sitting in the front. Because when it hit the glass, despite this being safety glass, a few small shards still detached themselves from the film and went flying right towards the seat. It was as if the glass shot from the windscreen. It took a while to clean out the cabin, but it looks okay now after giving it a vacuum. In any case, tomorrow I'm going in for a replacement. But as for today, I went to the store and bought myself a couple of glass cutters. Both of them are roller-type cutters. If I remember correctly, it used to be that they were called diamond cutters, which had a sort of tip with no roller on them. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any of those. I visited a couple of stores, and every time I asked, they told me that they don't sell those anymore. Maybe they've never even heard of them in the first place, but that's not the point. I did get my hands on two cutters, and hopefully they should do. I'm going to install one of them first, and see how things go. And after that, I get to the next one. We won't be able to install both of them next to each other, since the rollers will need some tension. I mean, when you're using such a cutter manually, you tend to be able to put down a considerable amount of force. And here's hoping that the wiper spring can apply enough pressure for this roller to make a deep cut in the glass. Alright, let's get this installed and see what happens. Let's do this. So here's what we're gonna do. First, we gently remove this here windshield wiper. It has seen a bit of mileage. I've used these in the past. Now we put that away. Okay, so our next step would be to be honest, I didn't really think this one through. How do I stick this on? Hopefully this cable tie will get the job done. Will it be able to hold the cutter? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. There we go. Now we just put it in place and see whether it gets dislodged or not. We still don't know what exactly is going to happen. It seems to be staying in place. This is all good and well, but hopefully it does stay within a certain radius. In any case, we should probably try it out for starters. Let's have a look, shall we? Let me just flip the ignition on. Right, I forgot that my wiper moves in and out. But it did leave a mark for sure. You can clearly see that it won't give us a uniform cut. The cutter is wobbling just a bit. Okay, so we're gonna have to think of a different way to secure the cutter. So the cable tie couldn't hold the cutter in place, although it did feel as if I connected it pretty tightly. So the idea now is to take this old windshield wiper that used to be fitted to the car, and the idea is to cut it to size. And after that, I take the cutter and attach it to the plastic bit using some of this stuff. Here we have some 10-minute bonding putty. Okay, so now I extract it from the package, cut the wiper, degrease everything, mash the putty, stick it on, and hopefully now the cutter's gonna stay in place. Replacing a windshield wiper with a glass cutter. Translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. Okay, so I've glued everything on. We are looking good. I've mashed the putty and stuck everything together. My hands aren't great for molding pottery, but I did my best. The manufacturer says you have to wait 10 minutes. So we wait for 10 minutes and then flip on the wiper. Alright, fellas. As soon as 10 minutes went by, let me just give it a quick feel. You can definitely tell that it's a bit soft. So it might be a good idea to wait another 5 minutes. But we don't have time for that. If they say that it takes 10 minutes for it to dry, then 10 minutes it is. I suggest we flip it on and see what happens. Oh, that sound is gut-wrenching. But something does seem to be happening. Alright, so it's deviating a bit. Not exactly what we're looking for. For some reason it's leaving two cuts, here on this curve and when going downwards over here. Oh, there we go. Now it's in the right groove. Alright, so how long will this glass be able to hold up? This is pretty cool. You can see a certain peculiarity with this sort of oscillating Mercedes windshield wiper. You see the line that it's making, right? Since the roller only pokes out slightly from the plastic wiper bit, I reckon it'll keep cutting the glass right up until the plastic bit itself reaches the glass. And that's pretty much as far as it's gonna go. I guess that's it. It isn't gonna go any deeper. The roller isn't cutting into the glass anymore. Yep, that's it. Let me show you what we got. Hopefully you'll be able to see that the glass cutter's shell is lodged right into the windshield. The roller cut into the glass exactly as much as it was protruding. It's not gonna go any further than that. You know what? If we were to sharpen it properly, I reckon it would cut all the way through. This here is some tungsten carbide soldering. Then again, not really. In fact, there is no such material. This is actually hard alloy on this metal marking tool. We just have to correct it slightly. So this thing does not have a stop on it, like that roller which stopped cutting as soon as it reached the shell. Maybe if we... Let's try it out. Yep. I reckon this could... It could actually work. Check this out. The hard alloy is doing its thing. See how well it cuts through? This is actually a metal marking tool. Just so you guys know, this is handmade. I made it myself a long time ago. When I was still working at a factory and I needed this thing for marking stuff out. Then at some point it accidentally wound up in my garage. So now I have it. Okay, so here's the plan. Damn it, I'm gonna have to paint the car again. Now I just remove the glass cutter, install this hard alloy marking tool. After that I switch the wiper on, and just watch as it goes all the way through the glass. Assuming the battery holds up, and the windshield wiper itself doesn't break. Or maybe the motor is gonna let go first, or the moving gears. This is sort of a weak spot for Mercedes-Benz cars. They are usually pretty reliable, but sometimes they do indeed break. Alright, so now I just swap the cutters, flip the wiper on, and let it dig in. Let's do this. So I did my best to align the marking tool with the old groove. And that's pretty much as good as it's gonna get. Now we switch this on, and let it munch on the glass. Let's increase the speed just a little bit, and see what happens. It seems to be doing a pretty decent job. Check that out. Okay, fellas, so here's what happened. Honestly, the cold welding putty... I'm not an expert at applying this stuff. Probably due to this being an even surface with no grip. It did detach itself, but I threw in some cable ties for good measure. As you might have guessed, this hard alloy marking tool started digging into the glass with such fervor that the windshield wiper motor doesn't seem to be up to the job. You can see it getting caught every now and then, leading to some jerky movement. And that's despite this being a mighty little motor. So there you go. Let's keep it running and see where this goes. Here we go. Nope. That's it. This isn't gonna work. Alright fellas, so here's what we're looking at. As you just saw, the motor which propels the windshield wiper just isn't up to the task. Despite there being a reduction gear assembly in there, the hard alloy tool keeps getting caught in these craters over here, which it cut out for itself. It stops and you keep having to dislodge it all the time. But that's not the point. What matters is that it was able to make a really deep cut. Let me just get something out of the way here, so that there are no surprises. So here's what I did. I got inside the cabin, and I took this glass cutter with me. The roller here is pretty... I mean, the glass cutter itself is sort of a universal type item, which can basically cut at any given angle. Anyway, so I tried cutting the glass from the inside. But since we are talking about safety glass, it has 2 layers to it. And when I started to make a small incision, here's the interesting part. When you even put the slightest bit of pressure onto it, for the roller to start cutting into the glass, you can immediately see some cracks start to form. We didn't even have time to react. One of the cracks took a pretty interesting path. So here it is, moving along this entire groove. And it happened so fast that you're literally looking at the glass and watching the crack form. It happened really fast. Not exactly in a single instant, but it was a cool thing to watch. The formation of that crack. So here's what I'd like to try out. I was able to make a small incision on the glass from the other side to get an edge happening. The cracks didn't let me finish the job, though. So let me just pound it with my fist then. Then we'll know for sure if we were able to cut in deep enough. Let's give it a try. Nope. That didn't work. That's just how safety glass works. You get cracks all over the place. And it's all down to the film in between the 2 glass layers, which doesn't let just one single crack form. We weren't able to fully cut a piece from this glass, so we can't just knock out this section. All we're left with are these... I don't even know what to call them. We're left with these lines going all over the place. It looks like that's the inside glass cracking. Everything seems to be okay on the outside. And it's the same story over here. Yep, that's it. This used to be some sturdy glass, despite us having cut through one side of it. It does crack, of course, but it doesn't let glass shards fly everywhere. Alright fellas, so what has this experiment taught us then? We were only able to establish one thing here. Actually make that 2 things. We found out that the windshield wiper motor isn't powerful enough to pull the marking tool along the glass. Specifically the one made from hard alloy. It dug really deep into the glass. As for our second discovery, that would be the fact that safety glass windshields are quite sturdy and durable. Unlike stolonite. For those who don't know what stolonite is, it's like when you break a drinking glass. It disintegrates into small shards and falls apart, especially if you were to hit a weak spot, or as they sometimes call it, a tension point. What can I say here, fellas? That does it for this experiment. So watch our videos, subscribe to our channel, leave some comments and suggestions. See you later!